I'm wearing my robe again. I wear my robe every day.
To our lives. But now, how do I see the YouTube link? Hold on one second.
I don't know if they have to be quiet because he's doing his stream.
Can you hear it recording in the background?
Yes, very clearly.
Yeah, very clearly. Yeah, well, you'll have to wrap that up in a minute.
Okay.
But private chat setting. How do I see on YouTube again?
Oh yeah. I hear Renee, but I can't see Renee's face. What?
Hold on. Edit and broadcast.
Oh, look at that.
How did I do this last time?
So I'm going to hang up with you guys just so that I don't get in on their live stream.
But then you're going to end the whole call. That's going to end the whole call.
Oh, no, then I'm going to end the whole call. How do I do that?
See ya. Tell everybody bye. Sorry.
Look at John. I don't understand John's image. Hi, Rich.
Okay, that's good.
All right,
Broadcast is already live.
Okay, so then we'll just see.
Let me see if I can find this real quick.
Yep.
Your channel.
All right, we'll do this again later.
Oh, yeah, it's just live now. Let me get this link. Sorry, it's going to feedback for a second.
Bye.
Go on Twitter.
Your channel. All right, we'll do this again later.
It's just live now. Let me get this link. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's post that. All right, hold on, Bill. 1 second.
My face looks very red.
Okay, it has been tweeted out. Okay. Where'd you go, Bill? Did I lose you? Billy? All right, so we're live right now. I'm going to be joined by Billy in a moment. We're basically just going to test this. This is, I look like absolute trash, rolled over. But, yeah, we're going to get this thing going. We're going to chat a little bit about SmackDown, a little bit about WrestleMania. I don't know what happened to Bill. Hold on. So yeah, we obviously tonight on SmackDown, these WWE shows with no crowd are a little bit tough. I'll give The Miz and Morrison some credit. That was entertaining. That was fun. A lot of pre-production on there. Also have the governor, Charlie Baker, in the background. Don't know what happened to my co-host here. Decided to run away. So as I'm kind of testing this out, this is obviously our first stream test. So if you are joining, it's just staring at me right now. So a lot of things, obviously, to kind of go over. I don't know what you guys are doing. Obviously, it's been kind of a weird, strange couple of days. It has, has been that way for me too. As you can tell, I look like a rat's nest. Went for a run earlier. That was nice. Weather in Boston was beautiful. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, I can't tell if people are watching through the Twitter stream or if they're watching on YouTube. Sorry, it's a little awkward. It's our first time doing this. So let's see if this works. Hold on. He's back.
I'm back. Are we
Where'd
live?
you go? Yeah, oh, we're live. I've been doing stall tactics.
Nice.
I love how you just have that running Gronk gif in the background.
Right?
I was gonna get some toilet
Very
paper.
topical.
It is. Well, I was just talking about how like today, I was doing straight quarantine. We're gonna. Do I have anything to drink? You know what? Hold on. Should I make a mojito?
Yeah, you need me to stall?
No, I'm good.
You have a Jameson?
No, actually, yeah, you want to give me a little mojito?
Okay, you
I have my wife to do it.
We have any viewers?
I can't tell. So I think if people are watching on the YouTube app or the YouTube channel, it will tell me. But since I tweeted it, I think if you open that, I can't tell. Like, I don't know if that shows active viewers. But
Can you give me a glass?
I need a glass. Just a little. I don't want too much. This is Billy D special here.
What is it?
It's a mojito, the Skinny Girl mojito.
Oh, is that the one I got you?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you got to put it in headphones. Come on. You got headphones with you?
Listen, I'm not really technically savvy right now. Hold on. Do I have headphone jack in this?
Yeah, it's a fucking laptop, right?
Yeah, but the new ones don't. Hold on.
Yeah, they do.
Hold on.
All right, so I guess it's just me. Is anybody here? I'd love to hear from you if you are.
All right, I'm back. I'm back, baby. We should put this in the chat with some of the guys because that'll probably be at least.
Do you think any of our friends will actually watch this?
Not those guys. I was thinking like the guys on YouTube, the Twitter group.
Oh, the Twitter chat? Yeah. I'll send it to them right now.
Okay. Thank you.
I've been on fire today on Twitter, by the way. I had my
I noticed.
Kyle Van annoying.
I know.
Am I right?
Am I right? There's a lot of "Am I right" hashtags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this sounds better.
Yeah. Way better. Come on now.
I feel like I look more douchey though. I think there's something about having earbuds on that makes you look like a complete douche.
Yeah. What are you gonna do though?
That's all right. Live the lifestyle. Anyways, cheers.
Cheers.
Quarantine cheers.
Quarantinis.
This is that's actually good. Did you want to?
I don't like mojitos.
You sure? Have you tried this?
No, I've tried that. I don't really like
Try and get my
mojitos.
wife to drink it.
Don't like mojitos.
Don't like mojitos.
Mm.
I don't know. It's
I
good.
don't eat mojitos.
Anyways,
She doesn't like mojitos?
I guess not. She's not a fiend for mojitos.
I mean, I am a fiend for. How can you not be a fiend for mojitos?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge mojito fan when I go to like bars and stuff. Like I'll have them, but I actually like this mojito.
I mean, I gotta say the audio right now is great because I can hear that glass and it sounds like right from the movies.
It does. Hold on. Can you hear this? That's right from the movies. All right. So we are getting some viewers now. I'm starting to see the numbers tick up.
Yeah, I think that was probably me. Oh, we got two. Is it both us?
You think mojitos suck?
I think they suck.
All right, you have to come over here. I'm sorry. You can't just say I think mojitos suck and not come on a little.
Yeah, Courtney, get on. New mom. How you doing?
Yeah, hold on.
What does it have? A minty taste?
Yeah, but they have a minty taste.
I can't have mint in my alcohol.
Why not? It's
no
delicious.
mint in the alcohol.
No
Oh, you
mint.
don't look at this robe.
Yeah, we have Hugh
Great.
Hefner over here.
Oh, okay.
There she goes.
Yeah, I can't have mint in my alcohol.
Why
I
not?
don't do the Dr.
Why not?
McGillicuddy's either.
Oh, Dr. McGillicuddy
Yeah,
is perfect.
I'm not a fan. Our friend group ruined Dr. McGillicuddy's. It's fucking
Can't
terrible.
really.
Mm.
What does he have? All that toilet paper? in
Yeah,
the
he's got
back?
all his toilet paper. He's stocked up. All right.
Okay.
Toilet paper, crown. I got some rubbing alcohol to wipe shit down.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Oh, look at that. Have you been washing your hands for 20 seconds?
Yeah, and the whole thing with like people having to sing songs, is it really that hard to wash your hands for fucking 20 seconds?
I think it is, honestly. Like when you think, I'm usually like probably wash my hands for like 3 to 5 seconds.
I mean, in the old days, now in this new brave world, you actually got to do it. I always do a little bit of like the over under because I know like how like germophobic people are.
Yeah,
and like there are
that's how I do it.
people. I'm not going to name names, but definitely at my old work, there were tons of people who did not wash their goddamn hands, and it was disgusting.
I'll be the first one. Would you say any of the members of the Jobber Knocker?
No way, no. Nestle is I think he's pretty fastidious and clean, and JC definitely a clean guy.
Yeah, I'm wash the hands like this. Like I go through, I do like the CM Punk wrist Swiss, but like with that,
You're just going through the motions.
I just get through everything. Oh, absolutely. Well, since we have some people on here, and obviously appreciate you, obviously feel free to chat in if you do have a YouTube account. We can see those. Questions, concerns, literally anything. It doesn't matter. This is just like a test. This isn't like super official, but obviously wanted to chat a little. We'll talk a little wrestling. We'll talk a little real life. First, a big shout out to all the movie. I think Universal released the Invisible Man today.
Oh, really?
Manhunt, I think is the name of the movie, and one other, Emma. I think those 3 movies that were in the theater as of a week ago. Obviously, theaters are all closed, so those are all released for people to download. Obviously, you have to purchase it, but still cool.
I mean, I'm totally gonna watch The Invisible Man. I've heard that's awesome.
You know who's in it?
No, John Cena.
John Cena. And you know what? I've never seen him in a trailer. I've seen no clips of him. I really hope that they say he's in it and he's just like an extra and like he's not actually in it. So
wait, is he legitimately in it?
He's literally in the movie. He's like,
oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Big news for me. I'm not normally a sneaker guy.
Okay.
But I did win a Yeezy raffle because I like the Yeezy shoes. So
I won a Yeezy raffle.
I did. Big news. So like, I guess sneaker people have to like go into raffles, or otherwise you have to pay ridiculous amounts of money for them. So I got them. I got them for like the actual price, which is still expensive as hell.
How much are those sneakers?
$220.
What the hell kind of money are you making over there?
Oh, not bad.
Doing all right. $220 for sneakers. Jesus.
Yeah.
Christmas.
I got a promotion. Things are going well.
Nice. So what are those? The Yeezus 10s or something?
I don't know. They're black. I recently, Zach, our friend, works at Kohan. He ordered me a bunch of these sneakers, which kind of look like Yeezuses, but they're white and they get dirty because they're like everybody's making their shoes suede now, so they get dirty super quick, and you have to buy new ones. I think that's the game plan. I
gotta holler at Zach for that discount. He told me about it at Frank Society.
Dude, it's fucking legit, and their shoes are awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm interested. I got to talk to him about that. But congratulations on the big win.
Yeah, I was surprised. First one.
Well, I guess spending $220 on sneakers is a win.
I mean, when you don't have a child, yeah.
Oh, please. Even if you had a kid, you'd probably still do it.
No.
You never know.
Yeah,
look,
maybe.
You would sell those. Look, you have toilet paper right there. That could probably get you $220 right now.
It could. Dude, it is ridiculous. I went to Target this morning, probably around 11 o'clock, just to get some odds and ends. And I got the stack of Bounty right here.
Oh, the quicker picker-upper.
I mean, I always buy my toilet paper at BJ's, and I get, like, the big pack. So I'm set, like, for 3 months when I buy 4 of them. I don't know why people need so many at one time.
That's the thing I don't think that's been understood since the beginning. Like, the toilet paper thing, like, this isn't, like, an epidemic where, like, you're going to start randomly shitting yourself all the time.
Man. And even if you did, you still wouldn't go through. Some dude came up to me because I left my cart to go get coffee. And he was literally like, hey, I see you have some paper towels in there. Is that your cart? Just because I don't want anybody to steal it from you.
Oh, what a nice guy.
He was very nice. A little creepy, a little weird. He stood by me for the next 5 minutes while I got my coffee.
Because he was going to try to take those.
Nah, it might have been.
He called dibs.
Yeah. But it was like he said that he worked there, actually. He said that they had a fully stocked, and when I went in there, the toilet paper aisle was completely empty. Completely. There was nothing. There was a couple of these 2-packs, like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And that was it. Legitimately, that was all. And he said they were fully stocked this morning when they opened.
What time did they open? Like 9, 8?
Probably 8.
Oh, people must be like in their first thing, just hounding those toilet papers.
It's ridiculous.
It is. But, speaking about things that were ridiculous, I just want to quickly, just to get on some form of a topic of outside of quarantine life. Well, not really that different, but the SmackDown episode I just watched. WrestleMania, to me, I love the idea of 2 nights, first of all. I think that's cool.
Do you? I don't.
For this year, yes. Like, for what they're doing, because if it's going to be in front of an empty arena for 8
and it's
hours,
going to be for people quarantined, I guess it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, like, it's more entertainment for us, and I like the idea of separating, like, and stacking, like, 2 kind of fantasy cards.
You think they'll do that? You think they'll have 1 main event per night, or you think they'll build up to... All right.
My guess is they'll have the championship matches will be on each night, and I hope, just because the story's so good, that they do Edge and Orton get, like, a true, like, main event spot.
I would love that. I would really love that. I mean, Edge and Orton, the promos, I was very skeptical about how these empty arena shows would play, and AEW's was...
Oh, my God. No offense to WWE. Like, I'm so thankful to have them on 3 nights a week, but my God, AEW is fantastic.
They got a little bit of a cheat, though, because I think they had a Friday SmackDown to watch and a Monday Night Raw, and then they got to go. So they pulled out. I mean, they had a lot of good ideas. A lot of good ideas.
They were in an amphitheater, which you could do, fireworks and all that stuff.
And they debuted Matt Hardy. A lot of good stuff. Go ahead. No. But I will say the promos, Edge's promo on Raw, like, unbelievable. John Cena's promo, and take a drink. Nestle and the Jobber Knocker. Already said how great these promos were. I think JC did too.
So now that we're officially in front of people, like if you have a drink, please grab a drink. Like even if it's water, stay hydrated.
Hey, we're actually live.
We're live. This is I told you finally we're live. So
we're live.
I think we'll be doing a lot more of these. But what's going on over there? My wife's very distracted. Okay, so but every time we mention the Jobber Knocker, I literally would always take in a drink. But now everybody should. So anytime you hear the Jobber Knocker, take a drink.
And back to John Cena's promo was
last week
a master class. By the way, I was gifted a full year of the master classes. By the way, unbelievable.
What do you mean gifted it?
I got it for Christmas. I got the subscription for a year to master classes.
Really?
And yeah, it's amazing.
Nice.
Really, really good. I've learned quite a bit. I watched the Ken Burns one, and he told me how he takes the stills and slowly zooms in on them, and a lot of other good stuff. But back to the John Cena promo, because I've been on like 8 sidetracks since then.
That's okay.
It was a master's class in how to give a promo. It was a promo that he kind of delivers all the time. Usually, it's the other version of this that you're always on top. This one was just a little bit different. This was the I'm blaming you for where I am now one. Like the shoveler one.
Yes.
And it was unbelievably good. Like it was so good. He looked into the camera. He looked into the lens. He looked at you at home and delivered it to the back row. And he pushed Michael Cole aside right away. And the Bray Wyatt touch I thought was beautiful. Somebody actually took the Twin Peaks theme and put it to when he walked in the ring, which was awesome.
I gotta check that out.
Again, Jobber Knocker said it. That promo took that match from an interest level of like a 6, 7.
Okay, yeah.
And brought it to the proverbial 11.
No,
I mean, it is must-see TV.
So I thought they actually did a really good job tonight of re-showing their WrestleMania 30 match on.
Which was they had amazing matches. Their series of matches were awesome.
It was good.
That one was okay. Their last man standing match.
That was good. Yeah, the cage match was dumb too. That was the one with the little kid.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
It was gimmicky. It was cool. It was different. But I just like that they showed this match tonight, and like that because people complained about the Royal Rumble being shown again on Raw, and now we're seeing a WrestleMania match from 6 years ago being. I think that's good because it's telling the story, and you don't have to keep showing and over-showing the same people where we're not getting to the payoff yet. It's like in sports, like you watch SportsCenter all week, to lead up to the big game. Like you're not watching the guys talk about it every single moment. You're not interviewing the coach every time. I like the showing highlights of things or going back in time to kind of show stories to where we're going. I just think there's not enough history.
I think it's a few things. I'm guessing a little bit of maybe they can't have 55 people at a SmackDown and a Raw right now just because of regulatory things. Maybe that's why they're showing these long matches because they can't actually program it. But if everybody is backstage, I'm a little disappointed that they're showing full matches because AEW, you saw what they did. Creatively, they took it and they crushed it. They must have sat in a room and figured it out and did a great job. And that is kind of what, you have an opportunity right now. And I think a lot of companies are in the spot where it's like, all right, we can either just relax or we can go for it. And WWE is kind of going for it. They're still doing shows. They're not giving up. They're not giving up. But I really think you saw AEW seize the actual moment.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I thought AEW show from front to back was incredible. Whether you've watched it before or you haven't, it just felt alive. It felt real. It felt like a big show. And, like you said, they had the debut of Broken Matt Hardy. You had the debut of, I keep wanting to call him Luke Harper as the exiled one. Brody Lee. There was just a lot of surprises and also just fantastic matches. You had Best Friends versus the Lucha Brothers. You just had good stuff throughout the night. I thought I
didn't hate what's his name on commentary for the first time in a while.
Taz or JR or Excalibur. My guy Excalibur.
He was okay.
The best.
No, he's really not.
He is. He's the future commentary for whatever that's worth.
No.
Who else is the future?
Me and you. Maybe we can do some live stream commentary for Raw.
My God, we should do that. Mute your TV and listen to us.
I pitched it a few times to the Jobber Knocker. Maybe we can get a 3-man booth with JC or Nestle.
We could rotate all 4. Yeah. Get some of those other guys in there too. But But yeah, so I just think right now, so going back to what you said, like the excitement meter, I'll say a match that's currently on the WrestleMania card, and you tell me out of 1 to 11, using the stay on brand, where's your excitement level currently? And we don't even go like just one number. Match currently. I would pull up the card, but I know most of them. So you said John Cena versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt was around a 6. So where are you at now?
I'm 11, full 11. I mean, a John Cena match, as you know, I think he literally is the greatest of all time. Michael Cole calls him that. I call him that. His matches always deliver. They always deliver on the big stage. And Bray Wyatt, he's a good wrestler, very good wrestler. Right now, I mean, I already forgot about his terrible match with Seth Rollins. The Fiend character is a little bit stronger than where it was a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So I'm full chub for this one.
I'm a hard 9. I'm not at the point where I'm like, it's must see. Like, I can't wait for everything.
9.5.
Yeah, I'm going with 9. So next match, I don't think there's going to be much excitement for this in general. I'm going to go with Bayley versus Sasha versus Dana Brooke versus Lacey Evans versus Naomi versus Tamina in a 6-pack elimination. So that means the match is going to be long because they have to eliminate each other.
That's terrible. But I will say, if Sasha is wearing what she was wearing tonight, put me at a 12 on 11. I mean, I already think she's one of the most beautiful divas. Not divas.
Whoa.
She's a women's wrestler, but when she looked like a diva tonight, she was in that leopard thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that match in reality, and it sucks because they had the best match, 5 WrestleManias ago, 6 WrestleManias ago? WrestleMania 31, right?
32.
That was the best match on the card.
Oh, yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. On that card, I think that was the best match.
It stole the show.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. 2?
Yeah, I was just honestly same answer. 2. I got no real excitement about that. We'll see if they can do anything with it. If it was Bayley versus Sasha versus like Lacey Evans in a triple threat, I might be a little more excited because it was towards that. But
I mean, if Paige just came out and said, "Hey, here's your match for WrestleMania. Hey, girl," if she just said, "Hey, you're facing Sasha," I think that's good. They've been together long enough. You knew they were going to turn at some point. Why not make that happen at WrestleMania? Why not make it
honestly? I'll actually back up what they're doing because I think we're not ready for Bayley versus Sasha on its own. I think that this is actually a good use because I'd rather wait and get that match, maybe SummerSlam, maybe another major event, because there's too many other big matches that this is going to get lost in the shuffle either way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I never like planning as like, let's not do the best thing possible.
Well, I think long-term storytelling may play a factor. We'll see. All
That's
right, next one we have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
I mean, Seth Rollins, I've seen less of him on my TV now that they're showing full matches on Raw of like, what did they show the whole Royal Rumble on Raw?
Oh, they sure did. It was a 6-segment thing. It was an hour.
So now that I see a little bit less of him, he's a heel. Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens. I don't know, 4.
Yeah, I'm at a 5 right now. I think I think they think this is a bigger deal to fans than it really is. I don't know. I'm 5 for me. Next
just to tease ahead, because we should talk about this after, and it is related to our topic, is we will be talking Gronk in the next few minutes as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So once we're done with this, we'll talk a little Gronk. That'll probably wrap us up for this one. But yeah, we'll get to Gronk. AJ Styles versus The Undertaker. What's your excitement level today?
Again, the jobber knocker this week, Nestle's return. I gotta say, if you didn't listen, it was an all-timer.
Came out smoking.
Oh my God. I was on a walk and I walked by some people and I think they thought I was insane because I was dying laughing.
Giggling.
He had so many good lines about The Undertaker, I can't even repeat them. But he's literally a walking dead man. He looks terrible.
See, I thought he looked good.
I mean, like physically he looks fine, but like from like his physical attributes, like his body is in good shape. It is. Yeah, but he like his face, his skin, like he just looks old, like the greatest striker in the history of WWE. It was just so lame. And again, Nestle made the point of thank God they're doing it at the Performance Center, so his entrance will be maybe 3 minutes instead of 12. So we have that to look forward to at least. But I don't know. AJ Styles, again, like he's had Is he the best wrestler in the world? Top 5 still?
Absolutely top 5. I think put him in, depending on his dance partner, he could be he's arguably top 10 regardless because there's so many guys in New Japan.
He's top 10 all time. He might be top 5 all time.
Oof. Well, anyways, but what do you think?
But that's my point is his WrestleMania opponents have, for the large part, sucked.
But he's had some of the best matches on those cards.
Because it's Shane McMahon. The Chris Jericho one was terrible. I don't know.
It was good. If you rewatch that match.
Gun to my head. Got to give an answer here. I don't know.
Please.
3.
Okay, to me, the match right now, what they're doing, they're going way weird with the story. Like, AJ's not this guy. AJ's not I'm going to call out kayfabe and say your real name. That's not his character. But that's fine.
I kind of like it.
I guess. It just seems he just doesn't come across that way. His kids are tattooed on his body. He doesn't seem like the type of guy who's like, I'm going to call you out for like being a family man. Anywho, for me, it's about a 4. But if they took away all the weird buildup of him winning that ridiculous trophy in Saudi Arabia and then interfering against Aleister Black, it would probably be like a 10. If they just made it like a challenge, like a straight up, like AJ Styles goes, I'm the best around here. There's nobody here that I haven't beat except for one guy on one stage that I want to beat and I want to end. And that's The Undertaker. If they did something like that, I'd be like, this is going to be awesome.
I don't know. I mean, I would prefer
overstoried.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Daniel Bryan, even Drew Gulak, and just find somebody to stick him in the ring that's going to give a great match. I want to see AJ Styles wrestle. He's getting older. He's not going to have many more WrestleManias in the tank.
I think that's why they're going with The Undertaker, though. I think that's their way of making it back.
I really think he's Shawn Michaels in his prime right now, like level talent in the ring, and Undertaker is not. I mean, maybe they surprise me. Maybe The Undertaker has an all-time performance here, but I don't see it coming.
Just to think, real quick, flashback. 10 years ago is when Shawn Michaels and Undertaker had the WrestleMania 26 match.
Their second best match, though.
Yeah, regardless, I'm just saying, like, that was it. Like, and that was like a barn burner, and it was one of the best stories of all time.
10 years does make a huge difference. 10 years ago, I was a lot different than I am right now.
Oh, of course you were. But the point I'm saying is, like, it's just weird to think that The Undertaker is now facing, like, the other Shawn Michaels 10 years later. And he's older than Shawn Michaels was then, I believe.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, right now, AJ Styles, I believe, is probably like Tom Brady's age, yeah.
It's like somewhere 40, 41. All right, next matchup, Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. Where's your excitement level?
I don't know, 5?
Man, I'm like a 2.
I like Roman Reigns. Goldberg is a little bit interesting. It's a travesty that he has the belt right now. I still hate it. I still hate him being here. But I mean, they're gonna keep it short because they have to, because Goldberg cannot go longer than me in the sack. But
it's on a good night.
On a good night. I don't know. I will find this interesting. The big dog puts on a good show usually, so we'll see where it goes. But
yeah, I'm not worried about Roman Reigns' performance. I'm worried about Goldberg's. This guy's not good. And I don't know if you were able to watch the Stone Cold sessions with Bret Hart.
Oh, no.
Bret Hart absolutely buried Goldberg. It's like, I'm a huge Bret Hart guy. That's like my guy.
As he should, though.
26 years ago today, by the way, was when he fought Owen Hart. I'm going to watch that tonight before I go to bed.
Oh, the WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 10 was 26 years ago. The second best, top 5 WrestleMania of all time. But
an amazing match.
He said that Goldberg is the most dangerous wrestler in the history of wrestling. He constantly hurt everybody. He said how Kurt Hennig would always come to Bret after their matches talking about how his back hurt and all that stuff. He almost killed The Undertaker a few months ago.
I'll find the Botchamania and I'll tweet it out of DDP talking about wrestling Goldberg. And DDP is such a good wrestler that he was able to outmove Goldberg. So there was 2 things from this match to take away. One, he does that running headbutt to him in the post in the corner, and he was supposed to take him. He's like, I'm gonna get out of the way. This guy's coming like a freight train, and he literally spilled to the outside of the ring. And then he gives the spear so dangerously that DDP said he made himself like a napkin. So when he hit him, there was nothing there. Yeah, so it was like hitting air. He hit him so hard, and he drilled him down so hard that he knocked himself unconscious for a second. Goldberg did, because he drove his own head into the ground, but DDP was fine because he knew how to lay out for it. So this guy is a menace. He is dangerous. They're going to keep it like they have before, where he's got his special blinking in WrestleMania 2000. He's going to come out, big move, big move, big move. He's going to miss one. Roman Reigns spear. Good night. Roman Reigns wins. If Roman Reigns does not win at WrestleMania, oh my God.
Honestly.
Oh my God.
It will be the greatest thing ever. It would be so funny because hell would because people would just be like, "What are you doing?" But listen, Goldberg beat the Fiend, and no one talks about it anymore. So they point taken. Next up, Shayna Baszler versus first of all, I think I already said that was like a 2 for me or 3. Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch.
Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch. I don't know.
Well, you should know. It's a question. Okay. 4.
They were at a high point when she bit her neck, and then that's all money, man. She's coming up with the great fucking drops left and right. She got out of bed the other night to stare at the TV. That's what she did on SmackDown. She stared at the TV.
On Raw, yeah. It was
like
weird.
She should have came out like Stone Cold should have done the Mick Foley with Shayna Baszler or the Man and cut one of those promos like, "Hey, you are on top right now. You're the ass kicker." To either one of them would have worked. Where like the Mick Foley did the Hell in the Cell, like this is your chance to make it. Instead of doing that ridiculous thing, which ruined Stone Cold. Like I'm just gonna pretend that never fucking happened because that was awful. That was one of the worst promos ever, and it was by the best promo ever. Like what the fuck was that? Yeah. But he should have came out and just told Shayna Baszler or told the Man like, "Hey, this is your moment. This is your time. You have to shine right now." And cut that kind of promo because what they did was terrible.
I thought I'm actually really excited for this match. This is like a 9 for me as well because I think it was weird. The Elimination Chamber thing was so unnecessary. I thought that whole event was kind of unnecessary, but Shayna Baszler came out looking like a badass. I thought her promo, the Becky Lynch's promo have been great. I think I agree with you. The bite of the neck was definitely interesting, and I thought we were going somewhere with it. All she needed to say was, "I took a bite out of the Man, and I want the whole thing." Like, it's that easy. Like, I can't believe we didn't go back to that, but that's fine. I just think right now for me, I'm just looking forward to seeing like the two, how they're going to have a match because Becky Lynch to me is Stone Cold in the aspect, and I know people argue with me with this. I've never looked at Stone Cold as one of the greatest wrestlers. I don't look at any of his matches like, oh, watch the work rate in this match. And I think Becky,
I think you're completely wrong.
But I'm just saying, when you look at his matches, you're never like, oh, you got to work the work rate of this match. It's
yeah,
like,
you do. Go watch Survivor Series
against Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, again, it's his dance partner.
Sure.
But the first two Rock matches were fucking out of this world. And he does go watch the strap match with fucking Savio Vega in the dark. That's a good ass match. He's a very good wrestler.
I'm not saying exactly, but I still think like Becky Lynch has created this aura around her that I think is bigger than her in ring. And my point to this is I'm really looking forward to see her for Shayna Baszler because I think this is an opportunity for them to really do something special with this women's division and kind of reinvigorate it because I feel like it's there. I think Becky Lynch I actually like now that she's kind of held the title the whole time. I think there is something like people now need to like go and climb the ladder to be her and to beat her. I don't even know if Shayna Baszler is the right person to do it, but I think she will. But I don't know. There's something I'm excited about it as of right now. You're right. I thought it was weird. Shayna Baszler just started her TV instead of coming down there and biting her again. We'll see what they do. They have 2 more weeks, but right now that's one of the matches I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the next one. It's another women's match. You got Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Where's your excitement level?
Ooh. On Rhea Ripley or the match?
In the match.
Okay. In the match, probably an 8. I'm a big time mark for both of these women. I think they're both tremendous wrestlers. The story has kind of, I don't know what's happened to it. Yeah. They did some good things. They did some bad things leading up. You had a couple of good points about a month ago when she did, will they, won't they not do this? Yeah, they did it, but the way they handled it on NXT the night after they kind of ruined it on Raw was great. But since then, where the hell has it been?
It's been bad. I'll be honest. I'm at like a 2 right now. I think this should be a premier match. It should be something like a huge spot for Rhea Ripley to kind of feel like, okay, like here's my opportunity. Like obviously, I think they're looking to put her over. She's, Charlotte is like the has gotten major when she beat Trish Stratus at SummerSlam as like a big win to like add to her career. She won the Royal Rumble. She's now challenging for the NXT title. The problem with the story was she said it before. She said it the next night. It was stupid.
Yeah.
So instead of her, like we said, should have attacked after the Portland NXT. Anywho, can't go back in time, but this build has been dumb. Rhea Ripley came out the other day and just punched Charlotte. She fell, and it was just looked at her like, how dare you?
I think she's already the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Rhea Ripley? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, Charlotte, yes. No, Charlotte is. I actually 100% agree with you. But I think now they're almost taking too far of advantage of that. Like, we have to remember how great she is. She needs to continue to tell everybody, not how many titles she's won, but like all the headlines, all that. Like, she is the like benchmark, where Becky Lynch is like obviously the man and like the biggest woman when it comes to the aura, but like Charlotte's a benchmark. You beat me, you make it. That's what
she is the measuring stick of all women's wrestling probably forever.
Yeah, she's up there. Like I love what Tessa Blanchard's doing over in Impact, but obviously Charlotte is the woman when it comes to all women's wrestling. So this match, hopefully they can do something, but I think it's gonna be really hard for me to buy in any further because I don't really expect much out of it either, and I don't really care who wins. Like I don't want Charlotte to win, and if Rhea wins, I kind of expect it. So
I think this will be in a bad spot on the card too. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be in a premier spot.
I think it will be now with 2 nights. It'll probably be the co-main event one night.
I would hope so.
So I think those two women's matches we spoke about are going to be the co-main events on whichever rotating night. Or who knows if they go with, maybe it'll be the main event for one of the nights for all I know. But all right, 3 more matches. I'll make this one quick because they didn't really announce it. It's not official, but they said Baron Corbin's facing Elias.
Oh no! Didn't Gronk make that official tonight?
Well, he said I can't make matches, but I'm advocating.
I don't know, 1.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even at that. I'm like at a half. I thought it was going to be Mojo Rawley, which actually would make it interesting with Gronk in his corner, something anyway. But moving on. The other, so let's go with this one. We'll go Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar.
Again, the build has slowed. 6.
Yeah, I'm about
6. 6.
And I'm kind of sad for Drew McIntyre right now, obviously, because with this,
he had the crowd. He really did.
I think he still does to a degree. I don't think they've added much to his character to make us like what Becky Lynch did. Like Becky Lynch, kept. I know the story got weird, but she kept having the crowd. I think the problem is Drew's kind of shallow in character. But the worst part, why I feel bad, is he's probably going over. Which right now, actually, I'd flip it. I'd have Brock beat him, and here's why: he needs that moment in front of a crowd. No offense.
He doesn't have a crowd.
I know right now, but hopefully with this epidemic and pandemic and whatever other demics are out there, we can kick this aside and maybe it's 3 months down the line where he actually comes back and beat him. I would have Brock do something shady. I would have Brock do something dirty. I would actually finally make Brock like what he's never done before is like cheat to win. And so then it actually adds for the next
few months. People in the nuts though. Well, I guess he's got disqualified for that. Yeah, I mean, I think losing the crowd to the virus has significantly hurt this build the most because I think when he won, I was like, all right, you know what? He won the Royal Rumble. I'm not going to complain because this is what we wanted. We won it. It was a star-making moment. He was the chosen one. He is a very good wrestler, and I could really kind of feel the crowd getting behind him. I was getting behind him. He's an entertaining guy. I think he was kind of finding his footing, and now with no crowd, I think it loses it. Again, I'll go back to Nestle. He has a great idea of having a live cam of 9 family members of him, like of McIntyre's live cam of their house, watching it and cutting to that during the match, just to add like some sort of crowd appeal.
Yeah,
I think that's what you need. I think you need to sell him as a true baby against Brock.
Yeah, well, see, I kind of want to sell him more as like a bad. Like I don't mind that the family thing is a good idea. Mm-hmm. But like, I need him to be a badass. I need him to not be like counting that 1, 2. I don't get that. I don't. But that's wrestling, and I get it, and I'm fine with that. Moving on. But I just think overall, I just feel like he needs to start getting his ass kicked. He needs to be in interesting matches. He needs to be put in different positions. We haven't seen him in 3 weeks either, or 2 weeks. But yeah, I don't know that match. I'll put it at a 5 right now. I think once it hits the bell rings and I see the 2 in the ring, maybe I'll get a little more excited. But right now, I'm down. Last one that we'll talk a little Gronk is Edge and Randy Orton.
10.5.
Yeah.
Just short of 11.
I'm at a 10. It's like right there. The build's there. I think the crowd thing, it does affect things. Like, let's be honest, it does affect the excitement level. And I think now being a last man standing, I'm also like, not really a big fan of those.
These guys can pull it off. Like John Cena and Bray Wyatt I would have to go and do my, legwork here. Sure. But they had one of, I can hyperbole this a little bit, one of the greatest last man standing matches of all time. I mean, John Cena threw the fucking stairs at him from the ring.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And it was one of the first matches where they invoked, they've probably done it before, and I've probably seen it before this match, but like Bray Wyatt at like 9 rolling out of the ring and landing on his feet.
Oh, yeah. Like smart ring awareness.
Yeah, like stuff like that. If you can add that to this match, and these two, I know they deliver. I mean, you saw the promos that Randy Orton was delivering. You saw the promo Edge deliver to a goddamn empty crowd. Might have been better than John Cena's, and those were 2 of the better promos in the last few years, and they were to no one. So this match has my attention. It has my excitement. and it's going to deliver. It just will. These guys know, and in an empty arena, it can be Rock Mankind Super Bowl halftime level craziness. And they can get personal. Beth Phoenix can get involved. Who knows who else could get involved? I mean,
I like the Beth Phoenix idea.
Christian could get involved at some point when it gets really serious and Randy Orton's about to freaking kill this guy. He could jump in. I think a lot of things are in play for this, especially with that full empty arena. They will probably spill it over. I didn't know that the actual center, like the facility for the training center, was right around the corner at Full Sail. Their arena is right behind where they train. That's amazing. So I think it'll spill into there. That'll be interesting. I think Gargano and Ciampa had the thing in there. Was that 2 weeks ago?
This past week.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 2 weeks ago.
So I think this match probably the best match of the weekend, and I'm including what's going to happen for NXT. I think this is the first time WWE will have the. It's not?
No, as of right now, because they have 2 nights. Think about it. I don't think they're putting it on Friday. So they're delaying the NXT event, which is smart.
All right. Well, I didn't watch NXT this week because I actually watched AEW for once.
Yeah, dude, stick with it.
Yeah,
it's really good. Oh yeah. Well, the thing I'll give NXT, I did like the storyline that we're getting with Gargano and like showing Gargano Ciampa like getting that long term storyline. But getting back to Edge and Orton, I would say I'm about like a 10. I want to see one more thing that really gets the juices going again, and it's hard. They're going to be hard to do. I loved the Matt Hardy stuff. I loved him like taking out Beth Phoenix. I wish they didn't really interact that way they did 2 weeks ago, but I'm really interested to see where it goes and who goes over to. I think that's kind of important. I guess
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters either, but I just going off like when Daniel Bryan returned, I thought he was going to lose that match at WrestleMania 34, the tag match. But I think Edge probably will go over, but I don't think that's the end of this feud. And I think if anything, maybe like as this feud continues, Edge gets into a place where he used to be like a crazy person, and maybe that spins into his next feud. But I am looking forward to that. So that right now is what the WrestleMania card looks like. Overall WrestleMania excitement level 1 to 11.
5.
Yeah, I'm about like a 6. It's hard. Let's be honest, it's hard because
I mean it'll be nice to have a full weekend of programming, something to watch, because everybody's like, oh, I'm going to watch a bunch of new stuff, and then you sit down and watch something, and it's like, am I motivated to sit down and watch something new? I really haven't been. I've been watching Psych.
Hey, listen, me and my wife have been we've been rewatching the OC. All right, that's what we've been watching.
All right,
we have the series finale to watch maybe after this. If our son stays asleep. But yeah, so let's just get into it. Let's wrap up in a few moments here. Let's talk a little Gronk. First, just thoughts on him being a part of WrestleMania, thoughts on being the host, and thoughts on tonight.
Okay, so we'll start with tonight. I think he was good. He was really, really, really excellent. Oh, I just lost this.
Yeah, but like
when we were setting up our stream earlier. I'm back.
No, but
he was great.
He was, and it was weird, and it was different. But I think like it was so.
I don't think it was that weird.
I found it to be weird, but that's Gronk. He's authentic. That's what I like about him. He didn't seem like he came up with like a bunch of lines fed to him. Like in the beginning, you could tell when he said, "Michael, I've been in the crowds." Like, yeah, that was a little story. That was a little probably scripted, but other than that, he was just kind of having a ball, having fun, and being himself, as we can see behind you.
Yeah, just dancing. I mean, that to me, this thing right behind me, that was the worst part of it when I saw that, because I try not to watch any wrestling live so I can skip bad segments and bad promos and commercials. But I saw that, I was like, oh my God. But then I saw him in the ring, him on the mic.
Yeah.
He was already better than Mojo. He was already better than Elias. And to me, he stood toe-to-toe in a halfway decent promo with Baron Corbin, who was a former football player, learned how to wrestle, and became probably one of the best heels in the business in about a 5-year span. So I'm not saying that Gronk's on that trajectory already, but he looked comfortable. The promo was excellent. I really thought it was good. Like you said, the beginning scripted story thing was a little bit, somebody said, like, let's talk about this. But then when he got into delivering the rest of it, he seemed better than he ever had in any press conference I've ever seen.
Yeah,
he was good.
I thought it was good too. It's better than most of his Fox appearances, any of that stuff. The reason I thought it was so good is because, again, it didn't feel scripted. It felt like he was coming from the heart. Mm-hmm. He was talking about, like, especially when Corbin came up to him. The only thing that kind of ruined the segment to me was Elias. No offense to Elias. I guess obviously they want to give him a big payday or whatever for
Mhm.
WrestleMania, but he's not needed. You have Mojo, you have Gronk. You could have used those two and then had Elias, and then maybe bring out Dolph Ziggler or something. I know he's tied into another story, but just like I would have went somewhere there and had Mojo versus Corbin instead of Elias versus Corbin, because I don't know. I just think
totally. It doesn't make any sense to have Elias. I think you're right. They just wanted to get him on the card.
Which is fine.
He is. I don't know. He's lost his steam. Obviously,
he's got no place.
Yeah, like a year, maybe a year ago, year and a half ago, he was hot. He was legit.
A year and a half ago is when he was in the Royal Rumble. That was when Jeff Jarrett came out. They should have saved that. It was cool. It was really he's a better heel than he is a face. It makes no sense for him to be a face.
Zero.
Because he should be coming out there ragging on like baby faces and them getting over on him.
So as to the other two questions, him hosting WrestleMania, and I forget what the first one was, or if that was the first.
But just general excitement about him being with WWE.
Until tonight, I was like, oh, they're having him host WrestleMania. Hosting WrestleMania is such a lame thing. I always hate the host of WrestleMania. After tonight, he can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally nobody in the crowd, but I don't think a crowd's going to affect him. He's going to he played in front of the same amount of people, more people that would be at any wrestling event, even if it was held in a football stadium.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to actually thrive in this arena. And I did not, but like I could see he was comfortable tonight. He looked comfortable. And that's something you can get right away. Like Ronda Rousey, when she came out in the ring, like a fish to water.
Yeah.
On the mic, and I know she has her problems with
regardless
speaking, but you could tell that Gronk does not have that, and he does not have that in a wrestling ring. And I think those are two different things: being able to talk and being able to talk in a wrestling ring where it's, different. It's not live. Well, it is live, but it's not like real, but it's not fake either. It's a little, you know what I mean? It's mixing, it's reality storytelling, basically.
I'm not going to jump to that conclusion yet for me, because with Ronda Rousey, she was good in the beginning. Then when the crowd started to turn and like would do like chanting over her promos, that's when she got distracted. That's when things turned.
No, even the point at the Royal Rumble, I was like, this girl's going to be rough.
Oh, yeah, it was very staged. But I think the thing was she, in the ring was incredible. I think Gronk, the fear I have for him is in front of a live crowd when they're all just like, F this guy, and they start doing whatever chants they want, if he can stay on whatever point in where he's supposed to go, and if he can win them over. Because that's another thing right now, I don't see WWE fans really wanting a Gronk. They didn't want a Cain Velasquez. They didn't, Ronda Rousey was different because like she, obviously there was years of build up. WrestleMania 31, she made an appearance. She didn't come till WrestleMania 34. So that like helped, but that's the only fear I have. But I am excited to see him, especially be like a host. And I'm excited to see whether it's Corbin or somebody else, because I hope they sow some form of seeds at WrestleMania for what we're going to see, if he actually is going to be in the ring, or even if he's just going to be like occasionally making appearances and like one-offs and getting Mojo over. Like that works for me too. Like, let's get something out of WrestleMania, this WrestleMania appearance, to push him over. Not like when Kim Kardashian was the host of WrestleMania 20. I think she might have been 26, actually, 25.
Here's my difference with all of those other people and Gronk, and why I think that Gronk will be different. Because I was on your same train that I don't want Gronk. I don't think he'll be good. All of that stuff. Now, looking at it a little bit differently, the Ronda Rousey thing is 100% different. 100%. She wound up being freaking Kurt Angle in the ring.
Yeah. And
I doubt Gronk will be that. Even on the field, he's a little robotic. But the thing that's different between like Cain Velasquez and any of those other guys, even friggin' Goldberg, I don't think Gronk is doing this for a payday. I really don't.
No, I agree.
He has a professional football career. I mean, he signed, from what I heard, a deal where he is going to wrestle. So he walked away from football, not even arguably the best tight end, the best player at his position of all time, an unstoppable force. And he's what, 30?
I think he retired at 30. So let's just say he's going to be 32 some point this year.
Yeah, 32. Athletic prime is like 29 to 33.
Yeah.
So in the prime of his life, and he chose to go to wrestling, I think that's going to, if he is fullish time, endear him to audiences. Because to look at it that way,
good point.
He is a premier athlete. He's not like Messi level. He's not LeBron level of famous, but he's that next tier lower of famous. I think a little bit more famous than I was willing to give him. And he literally walked away from NFL football, which is a dangerous sport, no doubt. It's more dangerous than wrestling, but wrestling is still a full contact sport. And you'll hear people talk about it on sports radio. I'm sure that it's not real. It's all fake. Those bumps hurt. Those bumps are real. Those bumps severely hurt people in real wrestling all the time.
Absolutely. So, real quick, just to interject with that, Matt Hardy he was on the Talk is Jericho podcast, which is a really good listen, by the way, talking about, why he made the broken character. He said, I needed to be more entertaining because my bump card was filling up. That's a guy who was jumping through tables, doing stuff in his early 20s. Now he's in his 40s. He's like, I can't do that stuff. It's like my body just can't do it. So going off of that, like, I get, wrestling is predetermined. When people say it's fake, it's like, no, it isn't. Nothing is fake in this world. Really. Like, wrestling isn't fake. It's predetermined. These guys are taking hits or taking bumps, whether it's a chair shot or just a snap back going to the back. Like, if you think it's fake, go out there. Like, I've never taken a bump in my life, but I'm sure it would absolutely suck.
I mean, not to brag, but I have been in a real wrestling ring. I've done real wrestling matches with people, where, Jimmy Fly's the Superfly Jimmy Snuka had wrestled before in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and I almost broke my neck because I was doing it with people who trained for real, and it was a terrible idea, but those things hurt. And he's doing this when he could be playing professional football.
Yeah, he
doesn't have to do this. Like, he doesn't need the payday. Like, I think Cain Velasquez is doing this as like, all right, I need something else after UFC. I think Gronk is literally doing this because he loves wrestling.
I think he's doing it because he wants to do, and he might be one of those guys that does it just like with Ronda Rousey. Maybe it's a 1-year contract if he does it from this WrestleMania to next WrestleMania. Maybe there's a match or two in there. As long as he doesn't wear what Tyson Fury wore in the ring, I'm happy with it.
Jesus Christ.
Tyson Fury was wearing what you were wearing.
I know, it looked awful.
It was so dumb. The guy's one of the biggest badasses on the planet, ends up beating the Wilder, and he fought Gronk. He fought Braun Strowman in a match wearing a t-shirt, like a cut-off t-shirt and shorts.
Awful.
Looking like he was getting ready to go to the gym.
Worse. I look better going to the gym. I have more like custom made stuff than he does.
Seriously.
Fucking terrible.
Put some Under Armour on, bro. Anyways, but I think I'm with you more than I'm not with Gronk. I do worry about once the crowd. I think your point is 100% right, but I just don't know if the crowd. I feel like the crowd at this point, wrestling fans want wrestlers, and they want their guys that are under to come up. And I just don't know if they're going to see another, like, here comes another celebrity that's going to take a spot.
You didn't know Goldberg wasn't a wrestling fan in the late 90s, early 2000s.
It was different then. I think it was different. I think the fans were different.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying, though, is like when I saw Gronk in the ring tonight, I could see the excitement of him being in a ring. Like,
oh, yeah.
That was like if I were to be in there, it was a goal of his. Mm-hmm. It was a dream of his. He really did watch it since he was little. Mm-hmm. He really was excited, even in front of an empty arena, to be in that ring. And it's true in every walk of life and everything you do. When you love what you do, it comes across in your performance. Yeah. And that is what 100% I saw from Gronk tonight. It came across in his performance. This is something that he wanted to do.
And I agree with you. I think that's going to be some of the most interesting part of this whole situation, where we go from here. Him as the host, I think WrestleMania is a great spot for him. Also got a ton of press for the WWE. I think it's going to get more eyes on the product. It's going to be fun. This was fun. I thought this is a good starter. I appreciate everybody for checking us out, watching this. I think me and Billy will kind of work out the kinks. There might be some name changes for anybody who's still watching. There's a couple numbers up in that that eyeball.
I say we just drop it now because who cares?
No. Tease it ahead. Tease it ahead. Billy, you got to learn to tease. Not saying anything. Also, I've completely fallen off with our March Mania. We'll get back. That will get up and going. I should have done some tonight because SmackDown was on. That's usually when we get most hits. But we'll do some this weekend. Wrap up the second round. Alexa Bliss, by the way, beat AJ Styles.
Bump. Oh. She's going all the way to the Final Four, baby.
Can I play music in this? Have you heard the other guys? Have they ever played music in the middle of these?
Yeah, I think so. Give it a try.
I don't know. No, I wonder if I can inject it into the recording.
Alexa, play my Spotify and shuffle.
Your like songs from Spotify.
There we go.
All right, and thank you guys so much for joining us. And I think that's illegal on YouTube, by the way.
Alexa off.
Yeah, you got a certain amount of time. Anyways, don't forget to follow this man. As you can see his name right there on there, at BillyD2411. You can follow me at Jason D. Rossi. We appreciate you guys for watching, checking it out. We'll find some form of semi-schedule, but it's going to be a weird couple weeks. My job is actually really stressful for some odd forsaken reason.
Oh,
but
mine is too.
It's not right. But when you deal with people's that lives are changing because of this pandemic, you got to do what you got to do. But maybe we'll try some during the day if you have time as well. We'll try some mornings, maybe some nights. Now that we're kind of working this thing out. And Billy's got some toilet paper, which I'm sure he's willing to sell at a high cost. Slide in those DMs.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's a little bit wet, I can certainly help dry you off. I've been known to do that.
Oh, I'm sure you're the driest man in America. So I will. But don't forget, check us out on Twitter. We'll get some more of the March Mania votes going on. Enjoy your weekend. Get out when you can. Enjoy yourself. Keep the distancing. Be safe. If honestly, if you are watching this, you probably think it's sappy, but I'm not kidding. If you're bored or you're feeling stuck or anything, like reach out to one of us. I don't want to speak for Bill, but we've both been. Places in our lives where you want to jump on a FaceTime call, you want to just chat online, whatever. Like, reach out to friends, family, make sure you're talking to people because this is definitely something that can start to mess with your head a little bit. So try to watch the news, maybe limit it to like 10, 15 minutes a day. Don't listen to Twitter headlines because doesn't tell the story.
No.
You got to listen to my guy, Dr. Fauci. That's my guy.
Really?
He's the White House, like the guy who's been hired to.
I have a cough. I've had a cough for like a week. Yeah. No. They won't let me in work. I don't have it. I take my temperature every.
Is your work even open though? Can people go into your work?
Yes. Right now the media team can because we need to create media. But I've been doing a hell of a job of creating media from my home.
Yeah. So sounds like a work from home policy coming up soon over at the place you work. Yeah. Anyways, but just make sure Dr. Fauci though. He's the guy who's been hired by the White House. As long as you don't.
Really?
As long as you don't.
Is that the guy who looks like Lou Merloni?
No. That's a different. I don't know who that guy works for. Like Target. But Dr. Fauci was. He was like one of the heads of Target, I think. Dr. Fauci, he was just on Part of My Take. If you're looking for any real facts, everyone's like, oh, check out the Joe Rogan podcast is some freaking jerk off. Not saying he's not going to be right, but the point is, Dr. Fauci is a guy who's been hired through the White House. He's working with them. It's not a conspiracy theory guy. He's a legitimate doctor. He's great advice. Really calm me down with some of my thoughts of what's going on. But again, if you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like alone, don't be shy. Reach out to us.
24/11. Couldn't be more happy to help in my life.
It's right there.
Yep. I've been streaming Madden games just for fun, just for other people's kids. Like one of my buddies was like, hey, my kids are bored. Will you play a Madden game for them? I'm like, sure. Why the hell not?
That's awesome. See, that's the stuff that's about. Yeah, especially if you have kids. Like it can be like I was telling Billy this, a little bit like it's super different, when we don't have the option to, go to places with a 3-month-old. But we do our best. We went out today separately. But again, the point is, if you need somebody to talk to, you need to just even like literally just like, hey, how's it going? What's going on? Reach out to us. We're more than happy to chat. Hopefully we'll do more of these. Get involved, get in the chat. We'll be talking with you. We'll try to make this as entertaining. Also, we know Mac and Goo are doing these. If you don't follow those guys, please do. Doors Podcast are doing them.
I'm telling you, we got to get charades.
Charade? What, like all of us?
Yeah. Like at least like me and you versus them and Mac, or me and you versus Davey and Keith. Like charades, Pictionary, something. I think that would be entertaining as hell.
Pictionary. Actually, now that you say it, could work. A little podcast game night.
I think it would be fucking awesome. I really do.
Well, we could toss it to them. Everyone's looking for entertainment right now. Not a lot of live entertainment. No NBA, no NHL, no MLB. It's weird. NFL's keeping us busy. Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
But so just again, thank you guys for watching. Follow him at Billy D2411. Follow me at Jason D Rossi. We will be back with you soon. I appreciate it. Get yourself a good night's sleep. Eat well, rest, move around, and we'll catch you real soon. Frank says hi. It's ended.